time no more with y'all, man. I'm not gonna do it no more. We gotta get right into it. There's too much to talk about, people. There's way too much to talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of My Honest Take. This is the only podcast that matters and the only pod you'll ever need with your host, Quincy. I do appreciate each and every single one of you tuning in, constantly showing love, subscribing. Please remember to follow me on all social media platforms at QuincyQ2K. Wow, another Monday. It feels like I just started this podcast and shit yesterday, right? Isn't that how they say it? No, for real, man. I do appreciate all y'all, man. Listen, I'm not going to waste time. Like I said at the beginning, we're getting right into it. It's a lot to cover, and I want to make sure I get it all in this time frame that who knows how long it's going to be. Y'all know sometimes I like to ramble, but I need to bring my point across. I'm just giving you my honest take. Now, listen, I'm going to go ahead and start off with the elephant in the room. Let's go ahead and address it. The girl who ended up sleeping with 100 men. Okay. Yeah, we're just ripping the Band-Aid off, people. Listen. How how do I even start talking about this? Okay. Well, I'm gonna start like this. A female decided to have sex with 100 men. I mean, it's just that simple. Now, this was a documentary that she ended up releasing and publishing on YouTube. Now, of course, if it's on YouTube, that means no nudity, things like that. Now, it is a little explicit with things that are said, but it does not show anything that violates terms of service. Everybody knows this. Now, here's the thing that most people are probably asking. Why? What's the point? Are you trying to prove something? Like, what was the reasoning behind this? Now, apparently, from what we know, she's just trying to, I guess, attempt, to sleep with, I believe it's 1,000 men in under a certain amount of time, pretty much just trying to set a record. Now, listen, here's the thing that gets me. It's not the fact that she's sleeping with 100 guys. It's the fact that you, the listener, people are trying to make this something that it's not. Now, it may not be you exactly because you're listening to me, so that must mean you've seen what I'm about to say, or you aren't like these hooligans, okay? People are trying to flip it and say, she needs help. What is she doing? Oh my gosh, she was crying. I pray for her. I hope these men get put on a list and never allowed places ever again. Like, they're throwing so much allegations and so much twisting and turning on a situation that doesn't need this many twists and turns, right? Now, what do I mean by that? Now, number one, for all the people who saying, what girl will ever do that? There is plenty of females in the record books right now of sleeping with I don't know how many men in 24 hours in a week span. We've seen this already done before. So don't say who would do this. We've seen girls do this. And for people who want to try to rebuttal that and say, oh, what are probably porn stars? They're probably just trying to go for a record. That's your normal single female wouldn't do that. You'll be surprised how many girls sleep with a man in a day or with men in a day. You'll be surprised. Okay, so here's the thing. Let's try to nitpick everything that they said to really break it down thoroughly and show them that, hey, maybe what you said is pretty incorrect and pretty ignorant, right? So let's start with the first one. All men who participated in this 100 men versus one woman should be arrested or put on a list, never allowed places again. Let's start with that one. How do I feel about it? Well, I disagree wholeheartedly. Number one reason why, everything was consensual. Everything was consensual. Hey, this is what we're doing. You got this much time to do it. Next person comes in, yada, yada, yada. Okay, cool. Not once was she forced. Not once was she sexually assaulted or abused. This was all consensual with all 100 men. That's just like me coming up to you, hey, do you want to do this for a documentary I'm doing? And you say yes. There's nothing wrong with it. You had free will, and I was fine with your answer, whether it's yes or no. Both parties came into agreement. So you can't blame the man for this action. Okay? That's number one. That's number one. Okay? Number two, I'm pretty sure everybody was tested for any STDs, or you had to had prior paperwork before you did anything. So the people who want to say, "Oh my gosh, it's nasty," yeah, it could still be nasty because it's like that's a lot of people. But I'm pretty sure hygiene came first, which should always come first. Okay, so let's get that out the way. All right, you can't say this put a list on it. No, that's just ignorant to say. Okay. Now, let's look at the flip side. Oh my gosh, she's crying. I pray for her. Y'all don't understand how it feels to go through this. Number one, y'all just said what female would do this, and now it's we don't know how it feels to go through this. So, did you go through this? Then, of course, they'll try to flip it. No, it's because you guys only want us for our body. Well, you have to look at the bigger picture. Y'all have something every guy wants. And what do most females do? Use that to their advantage. Whether you believe it or not, you will use your body to your advantage some way, somehow. Whether you consciously know it or not. If you go out in public and you have a little cleavage showing, mentally you may not realize it. But deep down, you know, okay, I'm going to get compliments. I'm going to get looks. I may get things for free. I may get things offered to me. If I go to a club, yeah, I'm going to do this. You end up starting OnlyFans because you know it's going to make you money because you know men are going to drop thousands on you. So you can't really say y'all don't know how it feels. Yeah, we may not know how it feels, but you don't know how it feels because you're not sleeping with 100 people and you don't understand the concept of y'all can really get anything y'all want. All right, females, y'all can really get everything y'all want. Y'all control the world. If y'all really wanted to, you could stop the world. You can make it go fast or slow down. Y'all got the power. Okay. So for y'all to say, I feel for her, she's crying, I pray for her, I hope she gets better. This was a choice that she decided to make, people. She decided, I'm going to do this. Do y'all see where I'm kinda confused? Like I understand the concern. I will understand the prayers and everything for someone if you know this wasn't something they wanted to do. You see what I'm saying? If this was something that was like you know, okay, for example, if this was sexual assault, if this was your sexual abuse, then it's like, okay, yeah, we're making sense. I pray for you. I hope you get better, understand the tears and all that. But this was all consensual. This is what you wanted. You're gonna have to face the repercussions. It's just what they say. You gotta reap what you sow. You know what I mean? This is what you wanted to do. You have to now understand it. Because now she was saying, this isn't for the weak. You know, I don't say people to try this. This was too much. You know, eyes was bloodshot red because she was just getting facial after facial. And I ain't talking about your manly petty ladies. Okay. Now, I'm not being insensitive. I'm really not. Trust me, I'm not. I just hope she understands that, you know, your actions have consequences. And I hope ladies look at this and realize, okay, wow, that that's insane. Because a lot of y'all females want to say, you know, you can fuck anybody you want. Now look at this, 100, you know what I'm saying, in a day is kind of crazy, right? But like I said, it was more of a documentary, which she was just trying to show just how much sex she could have. Now, it is interesting, like I said, with everybody saying all these things, because there's a documentary Like, this is on YouTube. Just watch it. Get your information yourself before you speak. You just go off of what you see and run with it, people. You have to do your research. So no, I don't think every man who participated should be on a list or ever, never do stuff again, banned, look at them a different way. Nah, man. It was an offer they accepted. No, do I feel like we should have so much sympathy for the female who was involved doing this? Not really, and that's not insensitive to say. She wanted to do something. She has to realize it comes with repercussions. Damn, maybe that was a lot. I should never have done that. It's the same thing with me. If I tell y'all, hey, I'm going to do a podcast for 24 hours straight, knowing that I might look bad on camera, I might slur my words, I might mess up some things, I might say things that don't make sense, I may have, really bad sleep problems after it. You know what? You can't feel insensitive to me because I said I was going to do it. I would, of course, appreciate it. Hey, I appreciate, checking on me, but it's like, even if you didn't, that's fine. It's my choice. It's what I wanted to do. I wanted to see what would happen, and that's what she did. She wanted to see what would happen. It's just testing the body. But people going so hard, you know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, we gotta show love to her. It's calm down. Calm down. Alright, relax. Relax. I'm just stating the facts. I'm not trying to be an asshole. Trust me, I'm not. I'm just seeing what I'm seeing and I'm giving you my honest take on it. I'm just telling you. That's just what I'm seeing. It's just what I'm seeing, people. Now, besides that, besides that, when it comes to sex, right? We've known one person in the news who's been the king of this for a while now because of certain extracurricular activities that can be done with sex. Um, Parties, for example, right? Um, in particular, very festive, famous, crazy parties that some celebrities say is now feel like a void since that certain individual isn't here. Yes, we're talking about Diddy parties. All right, I was just trying to see if you guys were all along and understanding. Okay, yeah. So, what does this have to do with anything? Because what are you trying to say? Well, I'm glad you read the title of this podcast because you already know what I'm saying. Yeah, there's been more rumors, more leaks, more news coming out that Jay-Z was a part of the infamous Diddy parties. Listen, here's where I'm about to blow your mind. Here's where I'm about to blow your mind. To my people, to my specific group of people, aka conspiracy theorists, come to the front, please. We were right all along. We were right all along. I'm gonna tell you how I know we were right because a certain someone of another celebrity said shit like this was gonna happen. And they said it on a podcast as well. And he goes by the name of Cat Williams. He told us what was happening. He told us behind the scenes what they do. He told us what they can do, what they're hiding. But people laughed it off. Yeah, okay, it's just cat being cat. Now that it's real, we're looking at everything differently. You know who else was preaching the same thing, but we called him crazy? Another celebrity. Goes by the name of Ye now. Yeah, Mr. Kanye West. Yeah. And we looked at him as crazy. It's funny that we call the same people crazy that have all the answers. The reason why we call them crazy is because their answers don't line up with what we already know. We're scared of change. We're scared to learn things that was drilled into our head. We were trained to look at these people as good people, as saints, not knowing that damn they could be a demon in disguise. Shit, LeBron James took a personal leave after the Jay-Z news came out. Maybe he was just save face. I don't know anymore. LeBron's my GOAT, but if I find out he was at the Diddy parties getting down and dirty, Michael Jordan's the GOAT. I'm sorry. Matter of fact, can't even do Michael Jordan because he didn't want black people wearing Jordans. Kyrie, you're the greatest player of all time, Kyrie. Can't because you can't do Kobe. He had the scandal with the sexual assault. You can't pick nobody at this point. I'm picking Kyrie. Kyrie, you're Michael. But this is interesting. This is interesting because people already said, carefully Jay Z, be careful all these people, and now it's coming out. Now we're seeing it. It's like, oh shit, this is real. Yeah, it's been real. It's been real. Most of your celebrities, people, have done things that you wouldn't even believe. The same people that you listen to on a daily basis probably did something that you couldn't even fathom. And it's funny because people be so quick to cancel R. Kelly, cancel this person, cancel that person. But when it's your favorite artist who may be doing something, you gotta turn a blind eye to it. Because Jay-Z is actually a good artist, people, if you did not know. So if he really did this, are you deleting all his music? If you have his music, are you not listening to Jay-Z anymore? You're not gonna watch anything he's affiliated with? Because if that's the case, you can't watch NFL, American football, because he's affiliated with it. You know what I'm saying? You have to delete title because he's affiliated with it. I believe he has his own liquor. You can't drink that. I believe it's what? Is it Douce? Or is that 50s? I believe that's Jay-Z's. Douce, can't drink that no more. That's done. So Jay-Z being part of this really does open up a can of worms because it does make you wonder, will he lose some of these things that he's affiliated with? 50 said it best. Are we still having a Super Bowl? More than likely, of course, yes. But 50's just a businessman. He's trying to take Jay-Z's spot. Come on now. We already know how you operate, 50. But Jay-Z being exposed for this, for me, it doesn't shock me. It was just sooner or later he was going to be exposed for something. These celebrities nowadays are getting exposed left and right. Left and right. Cardi B leaked Offset's text messages, DMs got exposed. Offset seeming like a simp. He want the Punani bad. Cardi telling him like, this is crazy. But like I said, with Hove being in the spotlight now, how's this gonna affect his kids? How's this gonna affect Beyonce? How's this gonna make people think? How's this gonna make people think? Now I'm telling you, knows everybody who's been there. If I'm Diddy, I'm telling the cops and everybody, listen, you let me out, I give you a whole list. This is the Epstein list part 2. Because it's crazy. It is crazy to just look at someone that you wouldn't even think of to be a part of something so crazy. It's insane, people. It's insane. So now we got to see what's going to happen if they're going to find out some more evidence that Jay-Z actually was involved in this stuff, or if he wasn't. We got to see what's going on, and then we got to see if it's going to trickle down to your LeBrons, to your other celebrities, because I believe Denzel was one person that if you really paid attention to, he always was like, "Nah, I ain't with all that." You know what I'm saying? Like he always pushed Jay-Z back a little bit. Like it's certain things you got to see from these celebrities that make you know who's part of what. You know, it is interesting. So now I gotta see. Hove, are you one of them? We gotta see. We gotta see because that what he's being charged of is sexual assault and abuse people of a 13-year-old girl with Diddy. So we gotta see. We gotta see. I'm telling y'all, and y'all were calling Ye crazy. Y'all were calling Cat Williams crazy. I don't know who. I don't know who's the crazy one now, man. Who's the crazy one now? I also want to go ahead and talk about something else that's crazy, which is this whole cooking with Kaya mess. Okay, I want to talk about this because I didn't think TikTok would still be relevant as it is today. Because with Vine was popping, then it just fell off. But TikTok, when I say relevant as it is, it seems like there's always a new trend or a new person who blows up every single day. It's always something new. And Cooking with Kaya is now the next in line to be introduced to this. So, who is, what is, how is Cooking with Kaya? Well, what it is a young female, black African American, okay, who is cooking her food, right, or showing you how to cook, I would rather add, while twerking and wearing revealing clothes. Now, here's the part that gets me. For my fellas out there, stop being so thirsty. Y'all are running to this girl and spending thousands of dollars on TikTok Live for her to say your name. You spent thousands of dollars for a shout out from someone who's not even famous. And this is no diss. She's not famous yet. When you're famous, you got businesses to run and people know you as a household name. Okay. So you got people doing all this for a girl who twerks and cooks. Now the food looks good. I'm not gonna lie, the food actually looks good. But I've been I've become so desensitized, people, to that twerking and all that because it's everywhere now. The sex appeal for y'all ladies now is starting to become lower and lower because it's everywhere. People are gonna be able to get it anywhere now. Anywhere. And that's what's gonna affect a lot of us. Because she's wearing these revealing clothes and twerking and all that. Back then, we would have, oh my gosh, it's amazing. But now we see it so much, we become desensitized. We just look at it, it's all right, cool. But of course, you do got the other fellas who are running towards it. Damn, she fine. Damn, her ass fat. Yeah, I gotta mess with her. And she could cook it, yes. But the problem is she's facing a lot of backlash from the ladies. This girl taking my man, girl. You not even all that, girl. You why you doing all this, girl? Just that. It's a lot. Listen, girls. Like I said, y'all could rule the world earlier. I did say that, but y'all know how to tear each other down so damn fast. Listen, if it was just females on the planet, listen. I don't know how long, because there's gonna be one argument and it's over. It's over. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. But like I said, this Kagawakai girl, she's in a position where she's got it good. She's got the body. She's got the cooking skills. So it's like she was made to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's like she was made to do this. And like I said, it's working. It's working. So why stop? Y'all gonna constantly keep showing love. Y'all gonna constantly keep supporting it. Why stop? I wouldn't stop. I'm still making money every single time. She just ended up getting collab with DDG. He's the first one to collab with her. Of course, it's DDG. Right after he breaks it with Haley, right? It's crazy. It's crazy. But apparently, she was charging what 100K for another streamer. Like this is crazy. This is crazy. So, hey man, y'all gotta be careful because apparently she got exposed too because y'all females hating. I don't understand. I don't understand why we're doing all this. Make it make sense, people. Please make it make sense. And the thing is, and you know what the thing is? They constantly keep saying TikTok's gonna be banned around December 16th. You know what I'm saying? US lawmakers already told Apple and Google to be ready to remove TikTok on January 19th just in case. We're gonna see what happens to all the TikTokers. I really want to see what's gonna happen. Cooking with Kai gonna move to Instagram. but but you know who's not messing with or you know who Cooking with Kai is not messing with? Let me say it like that. Remy Ma. Because Remy Ma and Papoose right now are getting into it. Things are getting heated, all right? You got Remy Ma talking spicy. You got Papoose talking hot. It's looking like it's about to be a Royal Rumble with two people, okay? So what's going on over there? Everybody used to say that's the power couple right there. It used to be Will and Jada, but we all know how that turned out. Now it was Papoose and Remy. Well, if you don't keep up with battle rap, there was a battle rapper by the name of Easy the Black Captain who did star in Bel Air, so maybe you might have seen him there. But apparently he ended up taking Remy Ma from Pat. And apparently Pat gave him the 1-2, knocked him out. That's what they saying. But Easy came on the air, cleaned it up a little bit, said, listen, nah, he didn't just, you know what I'm saying, like just boom, hit me like that. Nah, he walked into there with a mask on, snuck me. I didn't fall, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to know who it is. I call him back for the fair ones. I ended up finding out. Like, he breaks it down. But it, here's the problem. With all that going on, we didn't know if Pap and Remy were still together. Apparently, they were, but it was like, huh? Because you're with this one dude. How are y'all together? But then we started making assumptions. No, maybe they're not, or maybe they're just doing it just for the little facade. It was all over the place, okay? And Remy now, okay, we know Remy don't play. She don't play, okay? She already did a bid. She's the streets, nigga. She is the streets, okay? And Papoose talked to this girl. She ends up finding like text messages, exposes him, lets him know all this shit because it's the girl out. The girl apparently was a boxer. Now people are thinking she gonna box Remy. Papoose gonna watch. This is crazy. This is crazy. Listen, all I'm saying is I don't think, okay, listen to me, y'all. I don't think they're gonna get back together. I think Remy's gonna stay with Easy, and I do think though this fight might happen between Remy and that girl because I think Remy Ma really wants that. She wants the smoke. I think she does. I think she does. So hey, Papoose and Remy, we thought y'all were just like that, but apparently not. It's just crazy. Everybody just fumbling and stumbling out here, man. It's insane. It's insane. Now y'all know what I go ahead and do, man. I had to give y'all the speed blitz, the blitz news, the speeds of news. You know, I'm still working on that name. Y'all know how it is. Let's go ahead and put 5 minutes on the clock. I don't know if it's really 5 minutes, but we just gonna say it is. Let's go ahead and get it started. Ladies and gentlemen, pay attention. A Philly man who was awarded $4 million after being wrongfully jailed for 24 years for murder is back in prison after admitting to killing a man over a $1,200 drug bet. That's what they say. You could take the man out the streets, but you can't take the streets out the man. How do you get $4 million? Which no amount of money can replace time, but still, you get paid a lump sum of change just to go back for just change. Shit, that's not even change. That's just what the hell you gonna do with that? You ain't even got nothing. You did all that for a $1,200 bet when you just rewarded for it. Man, listen. Anyway, these people don't be linking. Listen, he all he know is jail. But we'll get to that topic a different day. But I believe I brushed on it briefly. But our jail system needs a full revamp. It needs a full revamp. You're not really rehabilitating people no more. You're not. It's just keeping them trapped for just keeping them trapped. But this right here, that was crazy. That right there is crazy, man. I couldn't do it. That's insane. That's insane. Travis Hunter, the Heisman of Colorado Buffaloes, who plays for Deion Sanders, the player who was a wide receiver and cornerback, has just won the Heisman Award. So, you know, Ashton Gentry did have him a season where he was the best running back damn near ever that we ever seen. But we have seen players like him. We have not seen somebody like Travis Hunter play on both sides of the ball and excel at a really good rate. So, congratulations to him. But here's where his downside is, which everybody's pointing out that he needs to pay attention with his girlfriend, as she may just be using him for money and he's not understanding it, not seeing it. And you know what's crazy? I don't blame him. I don't blame him because y'all got to look at it. Some of these relationships, you are in it and loving each other. You're not really looking at, damn, are they really here just because of the money? Sometimes you're really just blinded by everything else. You don't look at the obvious. It could be obvious signs too, which in this case is looking more and more obvious by the second. But, at that moment, you're just thinking, I got somebody with me. But people are calling for him, yo, get out of there. Pay attention. You're not doing it right. So we got to see what happens if he's going to actually pay attention. If someone's going to wake him up and say, yo, you got to get out of here. This going to look like get out. you know, but I'm pretty sure he'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? It is probably just some regular, just, hey, this, it's not what you people expected. That's all. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? A girl by the name of Crystal Magnum, after 18 years, she is now finally exposing the truth on herself for the made up rape allegations against the three Duke lacrosse players. This goes to show that there is people walking around who we judge so hardly because we assumed, oh my gosh, they are a rapist when they are wrongly convicted. And it sucks because, like I said, your woman have all this power. If you really wanted that person to go, you could take him. He'll be out of there. And what's funny is this girl's not gonna get no type of criticism, backlash, nothing. And I believe there needs to be punishments for that. Because rape allegations can truly destroy people's career. Straight to the bottom. So you have to pay attention with that, as that's something that certain females will be capable of doing. So you have to pay attention always to your surroundings, man, because it is something that I wouldn't wish on nobody to have to experience going through allegations like that, because it does ruin your life. Trust me, it does ruin your life. You can see it. You can see it, people. So pay attention to who's in your corner. Pay attention to who's in your life. You never know which side you might get. You never know. And lastly, people, you already know what we came here for. Let's listen. My Broncos is 9-5. The Super Bowl is next. I mean, we're just playing at a level that is just. I'm excited, people. I'm sorry. I'm just excited. It's amazing. I lost my damn fantasy. Everybody wanted to turn up Lamar, like a Brian Thomas Jr., C.D. Lamb. Everybody wanted to just have great games, and not me. It's how fantasy works. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. LeBron came back after his personal leave and just killed the Grizzlies. Showed them like, hey, I'm still the man. Okay, do your thing. Do your thing. But basketball, football, nothing too interesting. Playoffs will be soon, so pay attention to that, guys. Pay attention to that. And with all that being said, I just want to say thank you guys once again for tuning in always to the podcast. I do appreciate each and every single one of you always. Please continue to like, subscribe, share, and follow me on all social media platforms at Quincy QT, Q2K. I can't even speak. Follow me at Quincy Q2K. I do appreciate it all. And once again, you've been listening to my honest statement.